Hey, good morning. It's Donald and Mary, and we're here to bring you a morning weather report from Blairsville, Georgia, mile 31 of the Appalachian Trail. All right, Mary, go ahead and take it away and tell us what's up here today.
All right, thank you, Donald.
You're welcome.
Right now here in Blairsville, it is 11 degrees and feels like 1. It is clear out. Today, we'll have a high of 21 with lots of sunshine, and it will be very cold. Tonight, 6 degrees and clear and cloudy overnight. Winds will be between 4 to 10 miles per hour. Up on Blood Mountain, the highest mountain on the Appalachian Trail here in Georgia, we're looking at a high today of 18 degrees with wind chill values as low as negative 13. And then tonight, 13 degrees, mostly clear. We're looking at 5 to 15 mile per hour winds with gusts up to 20 miles per hour. Water on the trail is good. Top off at Hawk. Keep those filters warm. Some of them will freeze. And then the USFS roads in North Carolina, 71 to Deep, 67, 83 to Mooney, Betty, Albert, 69 to Wyabald are closed for the winter. They do reopen April 1st. The 441 Newfound Gap Road between Cherokee and Gatlinburg is closed right now for snow and ice. And then one more thing here in Georgia, 348 or Richard Russell Highway, which goes to Tesnety Gap, Hogpen Gap. It's the road between Blairsville and Helen. That is closed for snow and ice. Anything else we want to talk about at the moment, Donald?
Yes. So yesterday, one of our friends went up to Springer Mountain. He said the last 3/4 of a mile before Springer, which is kind of like a hill, man. Is icy. He made it up there, but he's also sporting some AT tires. The road looked pretty decent. It was snowing up in there at about, what time were you over at Woody?
Oh, geez, that was trying to think what time I picked the guys up. Somewhere around that time, yes.
Yeah, so around 2 p.m.-ish, it started to snow here, actually. I actually posted something. It was around 2, I think.
Yeah,
but it was coming down pretty good here, man. And my buddy, man, was running up USFS 42 to Springer, and he told me, man, he shot me some pics and stuff, man. And the road, you could see the dirt, but it was still, there's patches. And he said the last 3/4 of that mile is slippery. And so if you have the proper tires and the experience to get up in there, drive up in. I'm going to say if you have just all seasons in a regular vehicle, don't go up in there. It's not worth it. It is nasty. And so if you are going to go, just make sure that you're prepped. Next, Trey Mountain's closed too, man. The road up in there is closed. Owltown, is that right down here? Owl Creek?
Owl Creek, yes.
Owl Creek is still closed. Yes. But yeah, that's what we wanted to say. Just be careful out here, guys, man. Check in with businesses, find out what's going on before you head out and hit the trails. Definitely cold.
Yes.
Be prepared for it. And it's not just cold, it's like wet on top of it, man. Perfect combination, wet, cold, freezing temps.
That's right.
And not being able to, get out of a place quick enough. Hypothermia can set in. Super dangerous. Be aware of it. Make sure you drink water too right now, man. Stay hydrated. A lot of people won't drink this time of year and will get dehydrated because it's cool out, and people just don't feel the need to drink. But
I'm guilty of that when we were hiking, when it got colder there, because the water was so cold it made my teeth hurt. And I also didn't want to have to get up overnight to go to the bathroom because it was cold outside.
That's right.
And I certainly didn't think about it at the time, but now that I think about it over the years, I was not drinking enough water, and I certainly felt the effects from it. So definitely make sure you stay hydrated, just like you were saying.
Yeah, definitely. And we see a lot of people out here making that mistake. And, then when you get dehydrated like that, people will get into our car and they'll be confused and angry, or just confusion, which causes some anger and frustration. And, we'll get them to and they're not eating either.
Mhm.
So that's another thing, is people won't eat out here their first couple of days, sometimes even all the way to meal gab, man. They just don't feel that hunger yet. And so they're dehydrated and hangry.
Mhm.
And that is the worst combination. And that's the stuff that we understand and know how to
counteract.
Yeah, that's
Absolutely.
what we do, and that's what we specialize in, and we understand because we've been there.
That's right.
And so, and we've also dealt with it for years. This is what we deal with on a daily, is understanding how a hiker's, how they need to drink, or
Exactly.
when they get into our vehicle, if they're a little bit off, man. Because I hear other drivers that don't understand, man. It's like, bro, that's part of the deal, man. It's not just picking people up.
That's
man.
right.
You have to understand it, man. And so, they'll be like, oh, they get in my car, man. And it's like, dude, that's when you kind of like, you're going to understand it and know that they're just confused right now,
That's right.
dehydrated. And not only that, they feel like, on top of it all, they feel like they're not making their miles, some of them, and they're like, oh, well, and so now they're upset over that too.
Right.
There's a combination of things that happen out here, man, with people. It's a transformation. And and this is the beginning stages right here. Anyone that comes to Georgia is usually a beginner. So a lot of them never hiked, period, really. And so they don't understand what they're doing to their body and how it's changing. And so we understand all of it, man. And so if you are picking up hikers out there and stuff, know that that's what's up, man. If they get in your car a little bit, angry or upset, or they cry, or they're just wanting to go home. We had a driver once and we fired him immediately, but he told a hiker that wanted to go home that they would be a loser. And something else, remember that, dude?
I sure did.
I lost my shit. And that dude left immediately. I flipped out on him, actually. I told him that, we don't do that, bro. We don't tell anyone they are a loser. I couldn't even believe that.
We listen and we respond appropriately, and not like that.
And we'll just be like, we don't tell anyone to not go home or to go home. What we say is, hey, man, let's get you to a hotel for a night, man, and just think stuff over, and then we just talk. You know what I mean, man? And it may not even be about hiking. It could be why, what did they do before? And it all leads up to, why they're out here hiking. And then we just listen, and then the next day, they're ready to either leave or stay, and a lot of them will stay.
But they've had time to make an informed decision, not on emotions of, I'm freezing, I'm dehydrated. None of that.
I didn't make my mark.
Right, I didn't make my miles. They've had time to go and really think about the real reasons if they do decide to leave. And, I think that's the best thing to do. Take that little bit of time down, and, it's well worth it to go in for a day and night. And,
it just takes time.
Rejuvenate yourself to come back. And now you can make a decision not based on emotions at the moment. That's super important, because there might be a lot of regret if you decide to leave. And then if you decide to stay, there's going to be a lot of joy, because it's like, you know what? I can do this. That's
right, man. And, maybe you don't make it all the way, but it's not about the destination, man. It's just about the journey. It's all it's about, man. Just come out here and have fun. Don't kill yourself. Don't make it a job. That's the biggest thing. Don't make it a job, man. Just come out, hike. You know what I mean? Every day, get up, hike. If you don't want to get up, sit around.
That's right.
Enjoy it, man. This may be the last time you ever come out here again. And for a lot of people, it is. Some people will never come back here. I know a bunch of them. Mary knows a bunch of them. We've been here for a long time, man, and helped a lot of people and met a lot of people, befriended a lot of people. A lot of people been to our house. I mean, just a lot of stuff. I've talked to people that, have come out here and hiked even 20 miles, and I still talk to them today. You know what I mean? They're good friends of ours. We send them cards, they send us cards, man. It's not about that. It's not about the destination, guys. Just come on out, have a good time.
That's right.
Anyways, you have anything else you want to say?
No, I'm good. I think we've covered everything.
Okay. All right, guys. We'll be back. One love. Peace.